What's going on, world? It's your boy at Big Game James _36, and this is Big Games BS, part of Den Media Group, presented by the tailgate of all tailgates. Right now, we're just under 100 tickets sold. We got to get more. We got to push that. Got to push it. A lot of people keep saying they want to come to it. Well, no time like the present. Go buy a ticket. Make sure you come to it. Football season is fastly approaching as well. We're going to go ahead and knock out some of these different things. Might need to clip this too so I could just put this on the Den Media Group pin thing. But you got to be a greenie. Now, there's a couple different ways to become – oh, my bad. Well, I'm sure I haven't even looked at Jaden's notes. But the tailgate to end all tailgates, we could go and talk about that. Trying to get 1,000 people at the top of lot 19. Tell a friend when you purchase the ticket. This is what I need y'all to do. Purchase the ticket, retweet it, put the link out, said, hey, don't try to act like you don't know who we be, neither be. You know, like 50 said it in the club. That's where we're going to be at, doing upside down sit-ups as we drink liquor and eat food. What a lot of people don't realize is with these kind of events, we're not going to stop selling tickets. Just want you to realize that. But we can't order the right amount of food if you do not pre-order the right way. So what it may end up being is, like, we might stop selling food tickets after a certain point, and your ticket might say food. Like, we may have to get a new band. We might have a liquor band and a food band. And if your date of purchase is after a certain date, you just get what the fuck is left. But, you know, it's only going to be a short, sweet tailgate anyway, because the game starts at 3:30 and they're not even opening the lots up until a certain time. But I want to make sure we get all the people there partying with the people, having a good time, doing all the different things. Remember, it goes to a great cause I need to watch, cause I got a car, cause I got a jet. My son just lost his pair. He already snuck a pair of Jordan 3s onto the cart, and I didn't even realize it. Cause I got to buy some new school shoes because he decided that he wanted to leave his shoes. He wanted to look like the football players and go in slides and leave his shoes in a damn public school football area where anybody could have gotten things. All I know is there's probably somebody walking around with a brand new pair of Jordan 3s. But I need those. But all jokes aside, to the MFTK Foundation, and you'll see Seminole greats, Peter Ward, Derek Brooks. I think Kaz McCorvey's supposed to be trying to come through. You know, people are trying to encourage me to bring midgets and do midget tossing, which they do not know. Midget tossing is illegal in the state of Florida. But other things that I really need you guys to do is go to, especially my Twitter file, my Twitter game, Twitter. I love the energy. I love the fact that everybody watches this on the Twitter streets and consume it the way you want to consume it. The problem is Elon doesn't pay like YouTube. And it also pays to be a member. So membership, we'll have our game breakdown next week. I'll be going in there. We'll be watching some game film to get prepared for Alabama. We'll do that weekly film breakdown. That if you're a member, you will get the link on StreamYard. We will also do our Pigskin Pick'em. Damn, does Pigskin Pick'em start this week? Oh shit, I gotta put in this week. You will be getting the fantasy football link. So if you want to do the fantasy football, you get paid if you win it. Pigskin Pick'em, college football Pick'em, $50 each week for the winner. So essentially, you can pay for your entire membership by winning Pigskin Pick'em. and that would do it for you. So like you got to be on point, man. Got to be on point. These are the different things that we want to be able to do. Nobody provides the services that we provide for you over here at Did Media Group. Also, knock on wood, hopefully Pigskin Pick'em started this morning. Man, I'm not doing no damn but it's on Pigskin Pick'em for week 1 of the NFL. Okay, yeah, I'm not doing anything. Week 1 don't start till first week of September. Something else. Oh, hopefully this week, knock on wood, everything goes well. I got to make the finalizations that we will be streaming our first ever high school game on this platform, Creekside versus Mandarin High School. So tell a friend to tell a friend. We will be doing all those. We will be doing that. It should be a 4-camera setup. If we don't get this week going, we will do it Atlantic Coast Mandarin next week. So if you guys are a fan of Mandarin University or you want to follow the favorite program of the program, you'll be able to see that. And hopefully this will launch us into doing more things and more events. Yeah. So on that note, let's get this show started off the proper way, the way in which which everybody's day should start off with a good word of prayer from the cursing Polynesian.
You already know what time it is, dog. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God, for another day. Thank you, God. God is great. All the time. All the time. Thank you, God. Thank you, God.
All right, Jaden, what we got?
All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Big Games BS here on Monday, August 18th, 2025. Thank you for tuning into the show. And if this is your first time here at the show, we bring the good, the bad, and the BS of the sports world, especially football, to your screens, eyes, and ears. First things first, we have our MFTK segment to kick off this show. We're going to get into 3 clips revolving around last Friday's game against Orange Park, Maynard University. So we got some clips from that, and then we're going to transition into some NCAA talk, starting with the home team, the Seminoles, and we're going to take a sneak peek into the renovations of Doak Campbell Stadium while touching up on some soccer scores and also giving some player updates, as well as getting a deep dive into the Michigan fine, as well as some other college segments before we get into the NFL. Starting off with the home team, once again, the Jaguars and the trade that ensued. If you guys didn't know, we had a lineman swap, so we're going to get into that, as well as some other players who are on the move, as well as some fun social media posts. Before getting into the Big Games BS section, where we bring the scope of the conversation outside of the typical football world, we have one football video, however, but the other 2 videos and posts are funny. We got our BS or bustin' segment, something we love to start off our Big Games BS topic with, and then we have another topic dear to our hearts if you're a Tallahassee native. So let's start off the show with this Mandarin University clip. So shout out to Mr. Knox Annex. We got a clip of him right here with a jump pass. Yes, you heard that correctly, a jump pass. So I'm going to play this clip. We got 2 more from this game, so let's get it started. And James, want to hear what you have to say after.
Knox went 9 for 15, 323 yards, 3 touchdowns, technically 4, 1 called back because they said he stepped over the line. But this is over the line. I am so tired of Knox in this damn jump pass. Shout out to Tion Weiss. That's baby Weiss. If you guys remember me talking about my favorite running back, that's his little brother who's actually bigger than him in every aspect. And and that's my running back Aiden. Go back, like I'm this goddamn Michael Myers stance shit. He's got a little bit of crouch, but like all my running, everybody want to do the Michael. He don't even do the shit no more.
Yeah, I know.
All right, god damn it, these kids. But Knox, if you remember Knox, that's we spent a lot of time this past off season together. He was on one of my 7-on-7 teams. I called him my white stepson. He's got every offer that you could think of because he could do different things. Like, what's the jump necessary, Knox?
Like, what are you jumping?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Tion has Buddy cooked. If he didn't jump and just threw the bitch, it would have been a touchdown. But then Tion goes up here and do. Kids do not do this. Don't pull out the gun and squeeze. Don't do that. Don't do that. I do. Knox is an amazing kid. I told him if you jump again, I'm gonna slash your Achilles. Like, stop that shit. He did that in 7-on-7 through 2 interceptions. Like, you don't have the body control that you would normally have, but it looked cool. And a lot of people liked it. And just the boy this is who I told Florida State, just offer. Give him a dummy offer. Offer a lot of people, man. If you want a Mandarin kid, the best way to get Mandarin kids is to just blanket offer Mandarin kids like everybody else. I'll tell you if somebody stinks, it ain't offer is not committable at this point anyway. So, I mean, it doesn't really. The only person who got a committable offer in the class of 28 is probably Bryson Wright. Ain't nobody not taking Bryson Wright's commitment. But anyways, it was a great throw. Again, my running backs, we got coached up hard, but it was tough when you throw for 323 in the air, bro. That's a lot. Like 400 yards, 300 yards of offense is a lot. I just want people to realize that. But we probably we averaged about 450 a game at Mandarin since I've been there, and Knox had 323 of the bitches. And we had a good run, really good run. And I believe this is the next play. I told my guys, if you don't eat what's on your plate, there is a fucking mutant over there on the other side in Super Jit, aka B5. And you know what B5 gonna do? B5 gonna be 5. We had a snap over our head on second down, and then we did a good run, and then this was the 4th down. And I really wish you could find one of them so you can see his athleticism. That touchdown ended up getting called back, but he definitely does. I think is it a backhand? Wait a minute. He does a backflip in the end zone. But just freak athlete. Like, they got him listed as the number 5 player in the area. And yeah, we're gonna use that. And this is Will Jones. You got Will Jones is a name. So when people think that the rain is gonna stop after this year, we get B5 and we get Will Jones back, and B5 is the lead blocker on this. Play the music because we need Christian music. We need to sanctify this shit. I will mute this song later on in the edits, but right now I need the people to hear it so they can feel it and they can get in the spirit. I don't know if this is music working.
I don't think there's music on this video on Twitter.
Ah, damn. I thought I posted the music with it. Damn. Oh, you got me in the way. Will Jones scored a touchdown. Should have had 2. This does get called back, but if you see the guy lead blocking, that's Bryson Wright. That guy wanted absolutely no parts of it. And we call Will Jones Chucky, and because he got a little Chucky is skedaddling. Love it, man. Love it. Love it. And just so people know that even players make mistakes, they actually had that end zone at 5 yards deep. The city marked off the lines and fucked it up. So they had to go back and redo everything because you could actually see it in the end zone. Like if you see us like right there, so like a line right there in the middle of the end zone, they had to go back and check it out. Orange Park, believe it or not, got better from last year. This week, though, check us out. Hopefully it will be streamed. I will make the announcement once we get everything finalized. rivalry game, Creekside High School. Young man Brian Harris, who's committed to Oklahoma, was at Mandarin University. Decided that the heat was a little bit too much at Mandarin U, and needed to go and go to Creekside, our rival. So yeah, we beat the hell out of Creekside last year. Don't know if we'll beat the hell out of them this year, but I do know we should be victorious. Moving in, we should be 1-0 to start the season, and then we should more than likely be 3-0 going into Bradford. Then we got a good stretch with Bradford and IMG. Play First Coast, beat the hell First Coast, and then Rockledge beat the hell out of those two teams. Then we got Fletcher at home. Fletcher's a good ball club. If you're a Gator fan, Fletcher's coached by Seatric Faison. Good running back in the day. But should be some good stuff going on. Then we got Oakley. That's a treacherous stretch, those last 3 games. Fletcher, Oakley for St. Aug.
Shout out to all the Mandarin U fans, players, and family members, man. Continue to do y'all thing on that field. Continue to put on for Greenland Road. So, James, we're going from high school to the next step, college football. We have some news coming from Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. So, if you guys are FSU fans, FSU football fans, or fans of college football, then you might have heard the news that FSU had gone with the process of renovating their stadium. So we got some videos and pictures, James, of these renovations because it was first made available to the boosters. So we got some insight from the new stadium. So I got a quick video and some pictures to show the fans right here.
That thing look nice. You know what it looks like? It looks like the it's not called the Crown Royal Club anymore, but is it the Sure Club at Jaguar Stadium? Like, or where Miles, where you and remember where you and Trey went when y'all watched the playoff? Was it the playoff game or was it the but you basically go get your food, like, okay, so you can see over the guys. Okay, I like that. I'm feeling the view. Man, that looks good. Like, I got a news for you guys. That wasn't built for us poors. I just want every FSU fan like, they took away the stands and we don't have the seating. And you weren't buying the tickets. It's always the people complaining that that don't need to be doing the complaining. Like, if FSU Stadium, like, we still, for those who need to know, we still have season tickets available. Like, so people are complaining about stuff, man. Like, give it a couple. Here's what's going to happen, man. Give it a couple years, and then the poors will be able to sit there. The Champions Club wasn't for normal people, but now it's like it's just a step above Gen Pop. Like, but they got to get the the rich people put their bread down. Let me remember what Mr. Ponder told me, because it was crazy. It was crazy. I'm gonna ask him if we could just get like one of the cheap games. If I could just, Mr. Ponder, just let your boy be able to get some content. All right. All right. So you ready to know what it cost? And maybe this was wrong because but the $4 million capital investment, $85K a year for a founder suite. So yeah. And I hope it has Wi-Fi. Because nothing else in the stadium has Wi-Fi. But the Champions Club has Wi-Fi, which is the real reason why I like to sit in it. But like, it looks like Champions Club on steroids. And you know what rich people want to do? We were talking about this, Miles. Remember, like if you're rich, you rather pay taxes on this or flex on people. Yeah. Who you want to get? You want to get your money? Like again, 50% of every tax dollar goes to the. You want to go pay to bomb some kids in Somalia, or you want to pay for some rich kids, some new rich black kids to be able to play your favorite sport. I'm just owning people. This is what it's all about. I can't wait to get rich enough to own people and just be walking around and shit. Like the only thing they could do better for me is I want rose petals thrown at my feet, like in Coming to America, and then I want Trey to be like this. Father, you do too much. I do not like rose petals thrown at my feet. I do not have to have this every day. Okay, whoever throws rose petals at my son's feet shall be like I want to be able to be so rich that we just random shit don't go on no more. Daryl Jackson, we made that a him, but like this is cool. This is fly. Why? Like again, sometimes you just gotta have opulence for opulence sake. It's okay. It is okay if you don't have it. Like, is it too much? Yes. Is 200 pairs of shoes enough? No. 200 shoes won't be enough because I have the potential to get 201 pairs of shoes. But the day, I'm gonna tell you this, the day I can afford that and I can bring some of y'all is the day they're gonna make a new upgrade. They're gonna be like, it's a little too urban in here. And not in a negative way. Like, we're just gonna do like one of my favorite songs by Juvenile is acting like a nigga who ain't never had shit. Like, that's what I be in now. Like, sometimes you gotta, like, you ain't never had nothing. You gotta let them know you ain't never had nothing. Like, you know, and then when you get older and you're used to it, then we can act like the super agent Jimmy Sexton. Who just be out here. Like, Jimmy Sexton's so rich, he can raw dog glizzies with no condiments. Like, he just when you get to the next level of richdom, is not giving a fuck. And you just do whatever you want to do. We're not there yet. I got to act like somebody who ain't never had shit for a little bit. And then I'll be over there just paying for all these luxuries to sip black coffee, airport black coffee. But nah, it's dope stuff, man. Love the renovations, man. Love new stuff. I love the new smell, like a new construction, like new shoe smell, new car smell, new house smell. It's like just one of those top. There's some other smells, good smells too, but I ain't gonna go into that family-oriented show right now. But just a lot of good smells that you just like. You're like, I made it. Jaden probably can afford to do this, but not me yet. Not yet. Jaden can. Jaden, boy, I'm so jealous of you that y'all got those Jeezy tickets before they sold them for the price of a brick.
Yeah, I gotta pick up my suit on Thursday, man. Gotta pick up my suit.
What you got going? What you rocking? You going to? We gotta wait for the reveal.
Yeah, something light though. Something light. You know, nothing too crazy. Something light. But yeah, I'm hyped for that, man. Hyped to see the snowman in the summer. For sure. And glad we got a chance to get a sneak peek into the Doak Campbell Stadium renovations here from the West Sideline Club's point of view. Excited to see this in person. And if you are a FSU fan, make sure when you're in the stadium, walk past the club, see the renovations for yourself. So we have some FSU soccer news to dive into as well. The ladies defeated FIU 2-0, making them 2-0 for the year. They are currently undefeated. They have won their 2 games against Florida and FIU. So they had another shutout, and man, the ladies are looking promising on the soccer field. Hopefully we get another championship. But shout out to the Lady Knowles for doing their due and continuing to be great. Now, James, with all this college football talk, we are so close to the start. Let's get into this post from College Football Alerts saying that this past Saturday was the last Saturday without college football. Great time of the year for college football fans. we are progressing through the timeline from the offseason to the season, and everybody is getting ready to gear up for this upcoming CFB season. Speaking of college football and the start of the season, we have some news. If you are an FSU fan and if you are an Alabama fan, FSU and Alabama face off in their season opener on August 30th on a Saturday. And it looks like Alabama running back Jam Miller has suffered a dislocated collarbone that will cause him to miss some time. Alabama speculating that Jam is going to miss the first game of the season. And he's also Alabama's projected starting running back as well. So obviously the game is going to shift with this injury report. And yeah, James, this broke August 17th. So around yesterday, early in the morning, is when the news started to circulate. But Jam Miller is hurt, and FSU fans were going online comparing his body type archetype to our linebacker room. I thought that was pretty funny, but yep, Miller
it's the one who was they were like, what are we going to do about him? Like,
yep, that's the one. I'm gonna pull it up. That's exactly the one.
The guy had to pause. Like, they hit me with the pause, and it was good. It was good usage of pause. I was just saying he looked a little stiff. And of course, somebody went and looked where I wasn't looking at. And that got 13,000 views. Come on, dog. Boy, we are a freaked out society. Nut ass freak bulls.
I think his build is 6'1" and around 244 pounds from what I saw. So
Christ.
I don't even know how that's possible, but he did it. And from that picture, it might have been edited a little, but
yeah, it had to be edited. That can't.
But 6'1", 244. I mean, not too far off. Not too far off.
Well, that's good. I hope he heals great after this game. So,
yeah, just wanted to give you guys an
No, I was saying like his waist, like I haven't seen something since Jerome Bettis had.
No, Jerome Bettis did not look like that.
Yeah, no.
Jerome Bettis was fluffy. Like Jerome Bettis never was jacked. He was just a good ass running back. But yeah, that's a lot.
Just wanted to update the Alabama and FSU fans waiting on this year's season opener and to give y'all an update on the roster. So let's get into the Michigan news. Many social media users, sports fans gave their opinion on the Michigan news and the fine that was released to the public. So let's dive into the facts. Michigan is expected to face a $20 million plus fine in postseason football revenue over the next 2 seasons. Head coach Sharon Moore will receive an additional 1-game suspension on top of the school's self-imposed 2-game ban for weeks 3 and 4. And this is a direct result of the sign stealing scandal during Michigan's championship run. So let's get into some more of the facts revolving around this. So Michigan was investigated and punished by the NCAA following a sign stealing scandal involving advanced scouting orchestrated by former staffer Connor Stallions. The violation occurred during the Wolverines' 2023 national championship run and involved illegal in-person scouting, impermissible recruiting, inducements, and a significant cover-up and obstruction of NCAA investigators. Although the case was classified as level 1 aggravated, often warranted in postseason ban, the NCAA decided not to impose a postseason ban. The Committee on Infractions cited a desire to avoid punishing current student athletes and staff who are not involved in the infractions. The panel converted the postseason ban and scholarship reductions into offsetting financial penalties instead. So Michigan faces fines expected to surpass $35 million, which covers the loss of postseason revenue sharing for the 2025 and 26 seasons, a fine equal to 10% of Michigan's football budget, a $50,000 direct fine, and a fine equivalent to 10% of football scholarships awarded for 2025 through 2026. So they also had a 25% reduction in official football visits for this upcoming season, a 14-week ban on recruiting communications during the probationary period, and also the current head coach, Sharon Moore, suspended for 3 games, 2 self-imposed in 2025 versus Central Michigan and Nebraska, and 1 in 2026 versus Western Michigan. Jim Harbaugh, the former head coach, received a 10-year show cause penalty prohibiting him from college coaching activities during that period. And obviously, if you guys know, Jim Harbaugh is now the coach of the LA Chargers, so he's not going to go back to college anytime soon with that NFL bread coming in as well. But just wanted to give you guys an update on the Michigan situation. And B5's dad quote tweeted this and said, "Today, the NCAA officially approved cheating. Don't ever talk to me about the kids. It always has been and will be the adults. Get paid, kids. The adults do with no consequences." And James, what I want to ask you is that last sentence that Colby reiterated seemed to hold up true with this.
Without a doubt. How many times do you have to get popped? Let's just think about this, right? Michigan got hit the year before they won the Natty. So what is that? This is year 3, right? Right? The third year since that. Not since the Natty, but since they got hit because of the season. They put Jim Harbaugh on a 4-game suspension. Now, just saying, this is the timeline of events, and Grok or somebody in the comments can make sure I'm right or whatever. Argue with me when we clip this. They say you gonna serve a 4-game suspension. Jim says, "Nah, son, I ain't doing it. Appeal it." Then they find out something else. And they get him with it. Then he's like, "Okay, you know what? I'll do the time. I'll sit them little shits." Then they introduce it. They say, "You know what?" Then they blackfaced it. They put Sharon out there. And then they go on and do what they need to do. Oh, no, my bad. I'm wrong. That's the year they got their ass whooped in the playoff. Then they come back, and then they go, and then they win the championship while they're still doing all of this stuff. Find out about this sign stealing shit. They win it. Harbaugh's like, "Yeah, I know they finna hit us. Let me go ahead and peace out." Harbaugh bounces. He's in the NFL. Can't do shit with him. Just like he's Pete Carroll 2.0. Pete Carroll left. USC got hit with sanctions. He's living his best life. Harbaugh's like, "Man, I'm old now. When I'm done in the NFL, I'll go get a good gig where I can go lie like Urban Meyer and tell people to do shit the honorable way and blah, 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 yakety schmackety, even though I cheated like a motherfucker." And there's a whole documentary of me showing and bragging about how I treated kids like shit. Like, if you haven't noticed, Harbaugh says they had a white line in the cafeteria, little tape. On one side, they had servers, steaks. Like you sat down, you were waited on. On the other side, it was burgers and hot dogs, French fries, and no condiments, and water. And like he said, "Yeah, I wanted them to know that if you wanted me to, I'm gonna treat you like shit if you shit, and I'm gonna treat you like a superstar if you're a superstar." But yet, this is the person talking to us about leadership and how you should treat people. Fuck that man. But anyway, got Sharon over here. And again, this is kind of what I believe Three Fingers up in New England, who's the owner of the Patriots? Kraft did with the black guy. "Hey, man, you about to take some heat, dog. But this is what we're going to do for you. You would have never gotten a head coaching job. We're going to give you this job and this pay bump, but you got to take the fall." It's in every gangster movie, somebody got to take the fall, and they're going to promise to take care of the family and everything else, and that's what they're doing with more. But even then, even in the face of getting caught, we all know you did it. What does Michigan say? Nah, son. Nah, son, we're going to appeal it. We slapped you on your wrist. Nah, son, it's too much. I can't do that kind of time. We know you cheated.
Right.
We're not going to give you a postseason ban. I don't like the way that smells. I don't want to give you 10% of my bread, even though we can make that anywhere else. It's just craziness, dog. Like, the NCAA has no teeth, ball, or balls. Like, Tennessee clearly cheated. That kid ain't even there no more who they cheated for. And they said, get your 12 white folks to take this shit to trial, bitch. That's what they said. They don't give a fuck. We're not doing this shit. Beat us if you want to. And she said, okay, my bad. Meanwhile, FSU, we give a kid a ride. Now that coach isn't here anymore, but he got a ride. And we sat down, we just took the charges, man. Come on, dog. I know you are completely correct. This is white. This is, even though they have a black coach, Michigan is a blue blood. This is blue blood privilege. This is what, like, it's just like, it's kind of like, again, one of my favorite things from the Boondocks was the nigga moment. And, you know, white people don't have to know. The white people everybody has their version of the nigga moment. And it's just when you do ignorant shit. But the black guy tries to make the white guy get it because he wants to fight. And he looks at it. I almost forgot. I'm white. And he walks right by the guy like, I don't, like, he starts skipping, I think, if he did it. Like, the fuck I gotta argue with you for? I'm Michigan. I've been playing football since this football shit was created. And the NCAA is kowtowing to him. And I hate that shit. The NCAA should go in and snatch even though we know who won. You left Florida State out and you gave it to them. They should have been banned. They shouldn't have been in because of that. It was so egregious and the rules were so bent, and we already knew the setup was there, that the NCAA, that the playoff committee said, oh, well, we watch the games. It doesn't matter to us if they forfeit the games or not. We'll put somebody in based off of what we see. I'm with my brother Kobe. The kids ain't changed, it's the adults that have changed. And greed is always synonymous with adults, and the adults will always blame it on the kids. This generation is softer than the last generation, while that generation continues to pedophile fuck the kids. Everybody gets mad about my saying, yeah, I ain't fucking no kids. Y'all literally, not you guys listening to this, or matter of fact, I don't give a shit. If the shoe fit, fucking wear it. Y'all literally fucking the kids over. Mine is a tongue-in-cheek joke. And to be honest with you, fuck them kids at Michigan. They went to Michigan because they knew Michigan. They made a choice. It's like the woman who dated Hitler. Fuck that bitch. You knew he was a fucking terrorist and a piece of shit human when you dated him, when you chose him. They knew Michigan was cheating when they chose Michigan. So decisions have consequences. But it don't matter. NCAA ain't gonna do shit. That's what's ruining college football. None of this other dumb shit.
If you're a Michigan fan, then you probably know that James also said this earlier, but they did appeal this decision.
And my bad, I want to say this from the bottom of my heart with absolute sincerity. I don't fuck with Notre Dame's coach because obvious reasons. If you follow the show, him and his fucking fake ass hairline. I don't like Sharon Moore. I think he's a bitch. Fuck you. He's a rich bitch though. My bad, Jaden. Go ahead.
Now we're gonna go from Michigan, from cold Michigan to hot Tallahassee, and we're gonna discuss James's favorite HBCU. That is the one and only FAMU. So we have some great news for FAMU football fans. All 12 of FAMU's football games will be broadcasted on national television, according to Rattler Nation Blogspot. So we're gonna click on this link and dive into the schedule of FAMU football. So we have some key games right here on this page. The Rattlers face FBS opponent Florida Atlantic at 6 p.m. on ESPN Plus. Their first meeting since 2004, and this is going to be on September 27th. That's just a key game, but their full schedule is right here. August 30th versus Howard, 4 p.m. on ESPNU, and that is at Miami Gardens. Then they play Florida Atlantic, Albany State, James, where your running back is at Alabama
Albany,
State.
I'm going for Albany State for that one. Just sorry, Rattlers, but I like Quinn too. But I fuck with Cozy because Cozy, the FSU guy, was a GA there. But I like the Weisses. So,
and then that game is going to be on SWAC TV. Then they play Alabama State, Mississippi Valley State, North Carolina Central, Alcorn State, which is their homecoming game. That's going to be on ESPN Plus. Southern Jackson State, Arkansas's Pine Bluff, Alabama A&M, and their last game is with the one and only Bethune-Cookman, and that is the Florida Classic in Orlando.
I might check out the Florida Classic this year. I think we got a bye week or something like that. I just want to hear the bands.
Sure, the bands, quote unquote, yeah.
I mean, there's gonna be a lot of talent in the city, so I want to see that too. But like, it's Coach Colsey got an interesting year this year. She got, shout out to my girl, the athletic director, Angie. She gonna beat that charge. Everybody knows it's bullshit, but she doing her thing. But like, if Cozy loses to Howard, then it's gonna be very interesting. Plus, like, I'm gonna say this: the way they recruit is so interesting. Do you know I got a text message last week saying, "Hey, we need 2 offensive linemen." Like now, like where the fuck do you find 2 college-ready offensive linemen in fucking August? I know they need depth, but I'm just saying, like, I have a kid that went to Alabama A&M. Like, why didn't you just fucking recruit him? I would never, to be honest with you, they should just, again, talking about a school that should just go blanket offer. But, matter of fact, this is the text message. I'm going to put this out there, and I will do this for you. James, I need all the top prospects in the city of Jacksonville that you believe could come to FAMU. I'll give you a whole list, man, and I'll help you get them. You should offer Weiss. Like, be his first offer. Like, also, if you want to go to FAMU homecoming and you do not have a hotel room, if you're a colored member of the chat, you get a hotel discount. I got 3 rooms available. One of them's the presidential suite. And, hey, holla at your boy if you want to go to the game.
If you're FAMU football fans, make sure to tap in. If you can't make it to the games in person, you can catch them on a broadcast.
Where is SWAC TV? Can we, do we know what SWAC TV? I've never heard of it. I know that's apparently, I know they have the SWAC network, digital network. Those guys are actually the guys who did it last year are actually the ones who are going to be streaming the games at Mandarin. So, is it an app that we can download? Okay, there it is. Those apps aren't that expensive. That might be the next play. So it's not quite like, it's streaming. It's going to be, every game's going to be streaming. All right, that's still cool nonetheless.
Speaking of cool, James, last week we hinted at, or we covered the story of Roger Goodell, the commissioner of the NFL, hinting that there could be a possible college football red zone. But according to On3, we may have some stipulations. So Fox Sports is unlikely to license Big 10 or Big 12 games to ESPN for a potential college football red zone, and that's according to Front Office Sports. So we had some questions on what type of games that college football red zone would actually broadcast, if it would just be top 25, SEC, ACC, but according to Front Office Sports, it looks like if there was a college football red zone, we would not see Big 10 or Big 12 games on ESPN. So, James, if college football red zone actually does come into fruition, how much of a hit will it take if Fox Sports is unlikely to license Big 10 or Big 12 games?
It would look like the Civil War map. Like, I mean, you would literally alienate most of the nation. Like, the South, we just like we care a lot more about football, college football. Fox would have to do its own variation or version of it. But like, the reason why NFL Red Zone works is because the NFL owns the properties. Like, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter who's broadcasting it. It tells you that this broadcast is presented by NFL, and any rebroadcast or repurposing for this content without the sole consent of the NFL is explicitly prohibited. They tell you that every fucking game. So the only way it would work is if the NCAA could actually fucking do their job and make sure that there was parity with it. But like, honestly, God's truth, ESPN should just do what the fuck they want to do. And then Fox would come up with it, just like ESPN started Game Day. And then Fox did Big Noon Kickoff. I mean, Fox did whatever their version of it is. I don't know if it's Big Noon Kickoff. I just know that's their primetime game. But Fox did their version of Game Day. And it works. So just, there you go. Just have two versions of it. And the consumer will pick which one they want to see. I know I don't give a fuck about Vanderbilt, Kentucky. But if like Michigan versus Ohio State had a way to watch that game condensed, I would much rather consume it that way and watch something else.
Since we're on the topic of the Big 10, James, according to Pete Thamel, a college football senior writer for ESPN and an insider for College Game Day, he shared this speculative news regarding the college football playoff. So, according to his sources, the Big 10 has begun populating an expanded college football playoff idea, which could include 24 or 28 teams, doubling the already 12-team college football playoff structure. And he assured us that just an idea at this point, and this raked up 4.5 million views on August 16th. So, James, man, the Big Ten's pushing it, man, going from 12 to 24 or possibly 28 teams. And we got some more information from Thamel. It proposes eliminating the conference title games and having a large number of auto bids for all four power leagues. For example, in a 2018 model that was proposed, auto bids would go to the Big 10 and SEC, 7 each, ACC and Big 12, 5 each. So you would have 14 plus the 10, getting at 24. There's also 2 bids for leagues outside the Power 4 and still 2 at-large teams. So that's the remaining 4 from that 24 to the 28. So the Big Ten Commissioner Tony Petitti ran the idea by his own league on Wednesday. It has begun being shared by others. It is an involved idea from playing games, and it gives more access and inventory. The idea is in its very early stages. It comes from the Big Ten's intent of keeping the conference conferences races meaningful and making November regular season football meaningful across the leagues. Also, it incentivizes strong non-conference games. The 2018 format would put 20 CFP games on campus, which would accentuate the success of that from last year's college football playoff. The CFP committee would seed the field and pick the at-larges. Just to give you guys some insight. But James, do you think the college football playoff should transition from the 12 teams, the newly expanded 12-team layout, to this 24 or 28 team format?
Personally, I like the BCS model more and more every day. I think it kept everything to where it needed to be, but evolution, you either evolve or you adapt or die. Our boy Bordeaux put on that they're ruining college football. I don't think, as a history major and buff, like I love history, every aspect about it, I can take quotes from now and I should never be able to place them in other decades. College football has been ruined since they allowed black players to play. Then it was college football will be ruined when they start paying coaches over X amount of millions of dollars. Then it was college football is going to be ruined because of the transfer portal, which coaches are using. Then it was college football will be ruined because of NIL. Then you want to know the only thing consistent is college football will always be ruined. It's going the way of the fullback. The fullback position has been dying since before I played. And now I just simply tell everybody, all the good teams have a fullback. In fact, I'd argue that the Jags versus the Saints game it was a play where everything changed. It was a catalyst for that. You know what it was? It was 3rd and short, and they handed the ball off to the fullback. And then the Saints started marching. And they came back and tied the game. Don't believe me? Go back and watch the bullshit preseason game if you want to. If you want to win, get the ball to the goddamn fullback. That's all I'm saying. But what I would say is this. If only we had a model in which to, mimic, where like we just had some facts and some data to show that this could be done and be done properly. If only there was some sort of league or some kind of like way that we can look at college football players playing in a playoff system that effectively showed parity. It's like, if only FCS and Division II football could show us how this was done. Oh, my bad. FCS and Division II football do this shit every year. It's 24 teams in the FCS playoffs. They play 10 to 12 games. They play around the same amount of games that they play, and then they go into a playoff system. In fact, a lot of the games are hosted at their spots. It's not that it can't be done. It can be done, and it is being done at a fucking high level. It's just FBS is so we've grown accustomed to the way that things are being done now. And I understand, so it's not ruined. It only ruins it because to the actually right now, because you don't know. Because you don't know, and you've got money. Yeah, like once the people can know how to monetize it, it'll be done. And you know what? Rich people control our everyday lives because we all believe we're going to be rich like that one day. When the reality of the situation is, you should just shut the fuck up and enjoy football. Right? I like watching football. We probably play too many games, regular season games as it is, and there are way too many options for us to be watching. But let me tell you what happens when your team is good. You know why we all know who North Dakota State is? Because North Dakota State fucking won the championship like 8 years in a fucking row or some crazy shit like that. What happens is, boom, let's say we shift it down to 10, let's say 11 games. You get rid of the fucking directional school that nobody wants, that you only, like, you're going, you don't give a fuck about the health and wellness of these kids because you would play all games that are fair. We play the Sisters of the Poor to beat up on them. There's no other reason to play that game. This way, you're playing teams that, even some of the schools suck. But once we get to the playoffs, we weed out the bullshit. And each week, it gets more and more condensed. So as a guy, you can watch like, damn, bro, Arizona State, like Dilly got some good shit going on out there in Arizona. It's bad bitches out there, good weather, football, no roaches. I should go check them out. And you keep seeing, the reason why Thursday night football was going to ruin college football because you shouldn't play a game on Thursday nights. Now they got all kinds of shit going on. But you know what Thursday night football did? It helped us know who Boise State was. Like now they're playing games on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Like we're gonna have football I think it's like in November. Like they're like, for the next 60 days, football will be played every day of the week. None of us bitch about that.
I think those fans are looking for the point where they see so much money getting involved in football. They're waiting for the point for when the money overtakes the entertainment and cheapens the art form of it. And I just don't think that's ever going to happen.
It doesn't happen. There will be people who love, I gotta get to something. Like when Bryson got signed, this is awful. How is he going to love the game? The motherfucker loves playing football. That's what makes him marketable. That's the crazy, again, you got, for every person that we have Marshawn Lynch, who literally just played because he loved football and made buku bread on it.
I think football should extend to avenues with more amateurism. So if you want less money in your football, you can watch lesser players.
You know what? You can go watch high school football right now.
Right.
For, I think it's like $8 a pop. But you know what's empty every Friday night? High school stadiums.
Right.
Like you go watch Pop. But right now, it's this Saturday. Sequoia Creek High School. Pop Warner, Greater North Jacks is having fucking their jamboree. $10. You can watch amateur football it's bad, but it's amateur. You can watch it for the love of the game. You're watching Coach Pop Warner. That guy is so twisted. You're not even watching coaches get paid. Coaches are paying the coach. I have to pay for my sons to play Pop Warner, and I had to pay another $40, $50 on top of that to get the stamp certifications.
I think there is a limit. We just haven't found it yet. Like when we first got Thursday night football in the NFL, they were atrocious. Like the games were.
It's good game. It's good games now.
Yeah, they gotten better.
Like the NFL's got on. You're putting it on Netflix, but it was good. I enjoyed it on Netflix. Thanksgiving, you got the egg. It's just like people. Well, Black Friday takes people away from their family, and now you're doing Black Friday deals on Thursday. Bitch, you don't like them people. You want to eat your food, and now you got an excuse to go get gifts for your kids.
Can you think of anything that grew to such a popularity that it started to diminish the product?
No, I can tell you this: gatekeeping and keeping and not evolving is the reason why baseball is no longer America's sport, and football is. Like, what you want is you're eliminating. The more you professionalize something, the more it comes back to this. You think this is a game. Tiddlywinks is a game. Shoots and Ladders is a game. Monopoly is a game. I can go play Monopoly right now because I can roll dice and I don't have to play it well and I can enjoy myself. Football at that level is not a game. You cannot roll out of bed and just play this shit like they. You know what? That's what, man. I remember them guys were back in the day. They'd work a double shift at the factory, and then they go out on the football field and they would take a smoke breaks in between while they were doing timeouts. Yeah. Those bitches would die now if they tried to play the same game. And that's why the game is more enjoyable, because it is highly, it takes a lot. And that's why And it really don't even take a lot. It's still simple. It's complex in its simplicity. So that's why when you see guys like me tell you about motherfucker ball, you're like, no, it can't be that simple. No, it is that simple when you are a chiseled machine designed and created by the gods to do this, to impose your will on another man. But the difference is they keep the cool shit out of baseball. Yeah. They don't want bat flips. They don't want people cheering. They have unwritten rules. The unwritten rule is you hit me with a goddamn baseball because I went yard on you and flipped the bat, I'm going to hit your ass with a motherfucking bat.
They try it now. They got the clock and all that, the pitch clock.
They did you see like one of the back in the day? No, they don't show that shit. Baseball, one of the, I think I forgot who it was, got beamed. And so he pretended to lose grip of the bat. That bitch went right at the pitcher.
Oh, I mean,
and he did that on purpose. That's how you did. Like again, if baseball did more of that, I bet you more people will watch baseball.
Yeah,
gold chains, like Florida State had to do with the chest, showing his chest with the gold chains. That he was running and they was popping. Button up your shirt, act like you got some goddamn sense. That's what the old people were saying. Hey, brother. I like the little sauciness. I hope he was wearing some old man cologne too. Like just out there, just again, my bad. But football is actually, baseball has a long ass playoff. Softball has a long ass playoff. Basketball had, well, we complain about men's basketball because they don't develop any superstars anymore. Like we don't know who they are because everybody leaves to go to the NFL. But the women's game developed all of this shit.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, baseball is a little different. Football, for me personally, when it comes especially to the NFL, I don't want to see a single more game added to the season.
No, they don't need to do that. I think that's where, but people will, but you know what will happen? We'll watch it.
Yeah, I'll watch it, definitely.
But I think they are getting to the point where it's too many games.
Yeah.
Because they're too specialized. Like it's a smaller talent pool. Teams can become good overnight because at the end of the day, whether you think they're a good athlete or not, everybody in the NFL was picked to be in the NFL. 100%. Like that is you're good. Like you're good. The worst. It's like basketball. The worst NBA basketball player would go for 100 points in a YMCA basketball game. Like, hey, anyway, man, I don't know. We get too much on that. I like it. Don't give a fuck. Do what you need to do. Just make it quick and start paying these boys.
We're going to transition from the college to the big leagues, the pinnacle of success in the football world, the NFL. And we're going to start off with Duval, our own 904, the Jaguars. We got some news, James. We got some news. So we had a lineman swap. So the trade included the Saints defensive tackle Kalen Saunders to the Jaguars for center Luke Fortner. So Saunders, a two-time Super Bowl champ with the Chiefs, has started 32 career games with 181 tackles. Fortner, a 2022 third-round pick, has 34 career starts at center. And this trade occurred yesterday, shortly after the Saints and Jags played their preseason game, which ended in a tie of 17-17. But that's a whole different story for another day. So let's take a look at Mr. Saunders' stats right here. So I'm going to zoom in for you guys right here so we can take a sneak peek of what he's been doing recently. So he is a two-time Super Bowl winner with the Chiefs, and he had some time played, some high-level reps with the Saints these past two seasons. So last year, he played 13 games. The year before, he played the full 17. And he had 43 total tackles last season, 18 solo, 25 assists, 2 sacks, 1 interception. And he also had 3 passes defended as well. James, if you remember not too long ago, he went viral because he mentioned his LGBTQ friendly football camp. So this is the same person whose brother was, I think, a Taylor Swift backup dancer, and he used to play fullback in high school, James. So he used to tote that rock. and stiff arm people and do his thug dizzle. So now Jags fans are saying we got two real two-way players now. So man, happy to get
Yo,
That's mad.
yo,
crazy.
that's crazy.
That's
That's wild.
That's mad
Keep
crazy.
Jaden away from him because I don't want him to harm him.
I didn't mean two-way like that. I meant two-way like can run and can run and can hit.
We got to use
sack
the
quarterback.
3-6 mile. He's a two-way free. A two-way free. Da, 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 da. Hey, man, we was talking about getting that nut-ass freak bull Christian, and we couldn't get somebody that was all the way out. But what I'm saying is if he lives in Riverside, I wouldn't be shocked. Because of proximity to the stadium. It's the only reason. It's not like Brooklyn area of Jacksonville is known for having a lot of pride. Did you know they call the special needs students in Jacksonville, they call it the Pride Unit? I was like crazy that, yo, you can't call it the Pride Unit. Just the kid's not. It's like, we don't know if that kid's gay. It was like, nah, it just means that they're ESC. I'm like, oh.
Do the,
Can we
do
come
the
up with-
regular students have a name?
No.
Okay, then don't give. I hate when
No.
they do shit
Exceptionally, it was a special exception. Wait a minute.
Like that. Yeah.
What does it call it? Exceptional learning disabilities.
Just stop that.
But man, so Jacksonville is gonna host a LGBTQTCBY camp in a few years. And you know what? As long as he's chasing sacks, don't care if he chases sacks. Get your sack however you need to get it, sir.
I'm worried just because he came from that awful team. Like,
Well, we're awful.
yeah. Well,
That's
not
why I
that
don't.
awful.
That's they were both teams. We had the number 1 overall. No, we had the number 2 overall pick. But what I'm saying, both teams have a first year head coach. They both stunk. I actually am starting to like Madagascar way more than any of the other rookie coaches. What do we call? What was it, King Joffrey or whatever? Like he's like I'm liking him way more than everything else. But man, wow. Speaking of, I like to move it. Oh man, boy, these young men are interesting these days.
So a fan made a tribute for Mr. Luke Fortner from the Jags. It's a very heartfelt tribute, James. I think you'll enjoy a lot. So we got it for you right here. We got the best plays from our former center, Luke Fortner, right here.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome, dude. That's hilarious, man. That is hilarious. Because I was gonna say, what were his best plays?
I'm mad I didn't come up with that joke. That's a good.
They should have. What they should have done was slow it down because you can put on like a third and then play
some of the music.
How do I say goodbye to what we had? They should. But it's cool to have. You know what? I will say this, because whether he is or he isn't, they do seem to be a little bit more durable and flexible, and he's cheaper than the guy who might host a heterosexual camp, Eric Armstead. When is he gonna make a fucking play for the Jags? Like he's costing us a lot of fucking money right now. Like, give me the guy who's gonna, give me the guy who loves to tackle other men over the guy whose back has been broken by other men. You doing the bending? Who says I was getting bent over? Oh, so you was doing the bending? That's Eric over here getting his back broken in, and we don't know what he's got going. And here's a guy who's over here breaking backs and chasing sacks. That's what we need, man. Let's go. Jags to the Super Bowl. and it's in San Francisco this year. You know what? We need to get Christian. We need more guys who will be amped to get us into San Francisco. From what I understand, San Francisco is about. That's a good vacation and good win for them.
Many Jags fans were happy that the trade happened between the lineman swap, if you will, because of the highlight reel we just saw from Mr. Fortner. And Saunders had some good moments in the preseason game yesterday, as well as his last season with the Saints. So I'm excited to see him on the defensive front and, continue to be dominant on the defensive side of the ball for the 904. So shout out to him. And if you're wondering where Travis Hunter was yesterday during the preseason game, Travis Hunter didn't play in the preseason game due to a minor upper body injury, and the Jaguars were trying to be safe and preserve Hunter. He did not take any snaps during the Saints game because, just to reiterate, he had a minor upper body injury. So James, the injury train has started for Travis Hunter. Even though it was minor, he does have something on the books as of now. So hopefully this does not continue to spiral into this season. But I saw all the Twitter doctors critiquing his workouts and how his knee caves when he explodes and et cetera, and started to get real anal with the videos of Travis. But man, wishing him a speedy recovery. For real. And just want to let everybody know the Travis Hunter and his wife divorce, that was fake. My dad even asked me about that. So if you saw the post, it was by Adam Schefter, not Adam Schefter, a parody account. It was a fake post. She did not file for divorce. So just want to let you guys know there that if you saw that, it was fake. It was fake.
I think you have to be married for a little bit before you can actually get the bread. Like, I don't even think they've been married for 3 months, 90 days yet. So she got to give it a year. But like somebody tried to ask me if they heard that one of the teammates broke her down. And that's it. That might be true, but I don't know. But I do know they're not getting a divorce. So
how could that have happened so fast? Yeah, come on.
I mean, it doesn't take a lot of. I mean, 15 is most is 3 minutes, 3 to 5 minutes is all it takes for most men. But she I think she was a college student. She was a hot bottom, and and I don't even think she a hot bottom. I think he's just a guy who's close to the vest and doesn't like doing a lot of shit but fishing, playing video games, and playing football.
Right.
And he got him a chick that want to be seen, and I think she just be on the scene. But I do think that's how people get trapped. But like, she ain't doing nothing, man. Leave that girl. Y'all let them. If she was, he's happy. We need him happy until his contract is done, and then do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Speaking of getting broke and bent into, James, there was a fight between the fans at Caesar Superdome. So the Saints and Jags fans took some time to scrap, and somebody on Twitter even posted that anytime they see somebody in that teal jersey get into a fight, they always win. So let's look at how the Jags fans squared off against this Saints fan.
They actually throwing the fisticuffs.
He was in a bad spot. You can't be on that mat.
Yeah,
he got crumpled up into the mat, and I'm feeling ashamed because his strength was terrible. And then he just
sprawled on him. That's a good sprawl.
And then he's a fair guy. Wow, that is a lot of belly. Oh no!
Damn.
And then he wanted more. Oh,
cheeks out.
Did he slip or did he like try to sweep kick?
I don't know. He
definitely slipped. I don't think he can get his leg up that high to sweep kick. But hey, shout out to the guy in the Travis Hunter jersey putting on for the team, man.
Normally in these situations, I have to pick a side. But he had on the Jaguars uniform, so he had to represent the city. Mm-hmm. So I needed him to represent the city in a proper manner.
How did he get in a fight with the security?
I don't know if that was security or if that was just a guy wearing black.
Oh, yeah.
But it was a terrible fight. But it was in some ways, that fight felt wholesome.
I liked it.
Like, it wasn't like it didn't get over, like they didn't overdo it.
Nobody was kicking.
Yeah, nobody was
down.
kicking. It's just he slipped and he's like, all right, he had enough. Until he said he didn't have enough. And he came back and then he fell again. He's like, hey, man, listen, I'm going to hurt you. But that was I liked it, man. That's the way. Nobody had to die. Just like he should have took his L and went home. The minute his belly was exposed. like that was a Dunlap. Like we have the Dunlap facilities in at FSU. Like this was the Dunlap, that Dunlap, the waist Dunlap, the pants or some shit like that. Like you got to that's a big, like that's a significant cut. Like he should be eligible for surgery. Like he could do BBL. Like, can you give somebody else? Can you transplant somebody else's fat into a BBL? Like, could he don't like if he did like if you had like a girl with no booty and she wanted a BBL and she needed the thigh and the fat, could he like you know how you can get a kidney transplant, somebody else's kidney?
I wonder.
Like, could he like the girl be like, you know, I need some booty and some thighs. Can you come and can you donate some of that belly? And he wants to be able to see his dick. So like this is a mutually beneficial thing for both of them. I'm looking out for the world, trying to make the world a better place.
The Jaguars fan had to get the dub with his fists since the team did not get a dub.
Do we know if he was able to get out of the Superdome without like going to jail? Because like that would suck. I don't want to go to jail in New Orleans. Doesn't seem like a place that you want to be in jail at.
Oh, no, hell no.
I'm not too sure if he made it out the Superdome, but it looks like he didn't even get a chance to make it out from the floor because he kept slipping and kept belly flopping, man. But get well soon to the two involved in the fight at the Caesars Superdome, and get well soon to everyone who's in the NFC East division, because the Houston Texans are sending wide receiver John Mechie to the Philadelphia Eagles. So the Eagles receive wide receiver John Mechie and a 6th-round pick, while the Texans receive tight end Harrison Bryant and a 5th-round pick. So now the Eagles wide receiver room consists of A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, Jahan Dotson, John Mechie, and last but not least, an NIL, an FSU alumni, Johnny Wilson. So Devontae Smith and John Mechie were teammates in college at the University of Alabama. They were an elite wide receiver duo, and hopefully they want to continue to pick up where they left off in the big leagues. Man, the Eagles do not miss, James. They are snipers when it comes to trades and when it comes to offseason moves, and I think this is a good pickup for the Eagles wide receiver room. What did you think when you heard the news that they have gotten John Mechie?
First thing I thought was good. Who in the wide receiver room at the Texans is like that. I mean, their best guy was hurt. We sent them Kirk, if I remember correctly, right?
Yes, Kirk is on the Texans, and they do have Nico Collins, Tank Dell.
One of them is hurt, though, I thought.
Yeah, Nico Collins, Tank Dell, then they got Jaden Higgins and Noel from Iowa State in the draft, but they did have Diggs. Now he's on the Patriots, so they kind of had to double up on the wide receivers in this year's draft with all the injury-prone situations Tank Dell and Nico Collins have went through. And yes, Dell is hurt. Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, that's just one less guy we got to worry about. Good. Because Texans are who I have picked right now to win the division, but they're doing questionable shit again. So I'm happy about this.
want to read you or show the fans some stats from Mechie, though, his career. So he was drafted in 2022, excuse me, in the second round. He was a 44th pick. And we got some stats right here. So last year for the Texans, he played 13 games. He accumulated 24 receptions, was targeted 37 times. And with those 24 receptions, he gained 254 yards, which makes an average of 10.6 yards a catch, which is great. But he only had one touchdown, and his longest catch was 28 yards. And he had one fumble. Only 40 career receptions playing in 2023 and 2024. And he only has one career tutty, but looking to boost those numbers when he is on the Eagles. Just wanted to give you guys some insight on John Mechie and the trade between the Eagles and the AFC South Texans. And speaking of wide receivers, James, I know we touched on this last show, but it's officially official. So let's get into the Browns. The Cleveland Browns have signed rookie wide receiver Isaiah Bond to a 3-year, $3.018 million fully guaranteed contract. So he's looking about $1.006 million a year. Fully guaranteed contract. Like, I just want to
What's our
reiterate.
boy's contract? What's Deion's son? What's Shadur's contract looking like?
I'll give it a quick look up, but Bond went undrafted after being accused of SA in April. A grand jury no-billed the case last week, and now Bond is in Cleveland. And James, just want to pull up the Shador Sanders contract for you right quick. Shador's contract is a 4-year, $4.6 million rookie contract. So specifically, it's a 4-year, $4,647,380 contract with the Cleveland Browns.
But not fully guaranteed.
No, it is not.
So it's about the same amount of money. A little bit. Shadur makes a little bit more. But good for him, man. Like, you know, it's still not what he could have got, but if he comes in, this year will be a wash. The 3 years fully guaranteed basically says that we're going to give him a shot. He knows he has 2 years to, like, he's got enough time to be able to cement himself, learn the playbook, get in where he fit in, and do what's necessary, man. Like, I just really hate that this young man's life was derailed because a young lady saw payday. We've got to figure out a better way, like a happy medium, so that the women who actually do get SA'd have the freedom to be able to discuss things, but the women who are not have the freedom to get put through the ringer. Like, maybe they could like do like a double or nothing or some shit like that. Like, let's say like with Shannon Sharp, right? Like, Shannon Sharp was accused by the young lady with the OnlyFans who got the bag, right? She went civilly, but like if Shannon said, "No, okay, see how much you really want to prove it, baby. I'm a uno, like double or nothing." And like, so either, like, you're going to jail and you're gonna have to pay me what you're looking for, or if I actually did it, I gotta do double the time.
Oh,
so like it gives the woman, like, if you really feel you were SA'd, you can actually make this man really pay. Like, really put him under to where he never does this to somebody else again. Or you can just maybe not accuse motherfuckers of some shit. Or if you're a man and you feel like you did it, then okay, maybe. I don't know. But like, to me, if I didn't do it and I know I didn't do it, I'm going to double or nothing it. But again, as I've always said, I will tell the whole truth, nothing but the truth, and maybe add a little bit of extra seasoning to it. Like Shannon, that girl said she wanted, I still can't get over that. Said she wanted, I'm going to eat your ass and make you marry me. And I'd have been like, Your Honor, I didn't even know women did that kind of stuff. Like,
that shit.
I'm going to make you, even if I got to go to the booty house because I lose, The whole world gonna know you was used as toilet paper. Like, Your Honor, she told me to go. She had me stuffing. We went to eat Mexican that night. And, I'm lactose retarded. And I had to go use the bathroom. And she said, nope, I got this. Like, I'm just going to say something so over the top that's just going to make it be like, ew. But then again, Cassie got married after she got pissed on. So who knows, man? I don't know. Some of you guys are just nut-ass freak bulls.
Speaking of freak bulls, let's talk about a different quarterback at Cleveland. So even though Shador is listed as the 4th QB on the depth chart, James, he is front and center on the Cleveland Browns NFL Shop website. You see him right there. Once you look up the Cleveland Browns NFL Shop, Shador Sanders is the first person listed on their website. They know the money's coming in with Shador getting, and with Shador, people getting his jersey, and it's going to go crazy in the frat houses. I can already see it now. But, man, even though he's QB4, he's number 1 on that marketing train for the Browns. Just wanted to share that quickly because saw that online and wanted to share it with the fans if they didn't know already. And speaking of didn't know, let's take a look at the Trey Hendrickson situation. So Trey Hendrickson, the NFL sack leader last year, is interested in some teams. So the Panthers, Browns, and Colts are among the teams that have shown interest in trading for Bengals All-Pro Trey Hendrickson per multiple sources. An in-division and in-state trade is highly unlikely to the Browns, and any deal will be tough regardless. Cincinnati is believed to want an impact player or two, plus a draft pick in return, and this is per Jordan Schultz. So, James, based off these teams, or let's just go based off the Panthers and Colts, because I doubt the Browns will pick up Trey Hendrickson. Which team could you see making a realistic move to get the elite pass rusher between the NFC South Panthers and the AFC South Colts?
I don't want to go to the Panthers. Like, we got to play them week 1. But and I don't see they'll probably trade him there. Because then they don't have to. They definitely not gonna send him to the Browns, and I don't want him in the AFC South. But if he goes to the Browns, they literally just made the Browns a better defensive team because of who will be on the other. You'll have the two of the best pass rushers in the NFL on the same team. But then again, the Bengals don't give a fuck. They're not very good at this football thing.
I'm excited to see where Trey Hendrickson is going to call home in this upcoming season. And yeah, this is developing news per Jordan Schultz to give you guys an insight and update on the Hendrickson and Bengals contract dispute. Now, let's go and discuss the Fox Score banner. So football fans have been taking to social media expressing their hatred for the new overly simplistic Fox Sports banner right here. So you can see the Bills and Bears game that occurred recently and the minimalistic banners. I don't even know if you would call it a banner. It's just a number at this point, a floating number. And then you can see up top from the Super Bowl, that was Kansas City and Philadelphia's banner, a little bit more inclusive with colors. You can see the 1st and 10 marker is the same color as the team that's pushing the ball as the offense. So it has that Philly green. But if you take a look at the bottom screen, the home team or the offensive side of the ball is not highlighted like the previous photo up top. So it's a little bit simple, a little bit minimalistic. And it went from these legendary banners to this. Man, they are downgrading, James, in my opinion, but it is your show, and I want to hear what your thoughts are about the Fox updated scoreboard.
I mean, they gotta Shit. Maybe it's budget cuts. You can't, you can't afford that much. I don't know, man. But that does. I'm watching the game, but I can see how that is kind of like that looked like some elementary Photoshop. Like you just pasted something on. Like they're doing a multi-billion-dollar product is being streamed on StreamYard. No offense to StreamYard, that's how we stream the show. But I'm just saying, like, we probably could have done a little bit more than that. But this is where you need IT.
For sure. And the fans took to social media in no time to express their discomfort. You always know fans want to explain and speculate their opinion. And speaking of speculation, James, this is a perfect ending topic for our NFL segment because the Super Bowl logo has been revealed for this upcoming Super Bowl. And for any conspiracy theorists out there, they often speculate that the logo actually hints at the teams that are going to play in the Super Bowl. So let's take a look at the Super Bowl LX logo right here. So the colors are blue, and you can see red, yellow, hint of green, and pink/purple as well. It looks like a fuchsia almost, but people are speculating that the blue is representative of the Lions, while that hint of purple and pink is for the Ravens. Now, if you're into conspiracy theories, this one should be the one for you. But in the chat, let us know if you think this could be a potential Super Bowl matchup. And I just wanted to share the new Super Bowl LX logo with you all. But James, I would love to see the Lions and the Ravens in the Super Bowl because, man, I just want to see Lamar get in the door, man.
All right. I do too. Are we reaching for the Super Bowl like last year's logo?
Last year had, if I'm not mistaken, they had red and purple, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
Okay, maybe this is because this says it was KC.
Oh no, red and green. No, yeah, red and green and purple. So
I mean, there is, but it's not Eagles green.
No.
So, but the red would be KC. Who are they saying should be? It's saying Baltimore. Who else?
The Detroit Lions.
Man, no. Nah. But that would be, tickets would be easier to get. It wouldn't be as like, I think Detroit, I don't think, I want to see Lamar. Lamar will win that one. It'll also be, Lamar might do it. Lamar on a revenge tour. Everybody said Josh Allen was better than him, even though, but I don't know, man. That would be an interesting one.
Would be an interesting game between the leading scorers last season and the highly deadly running back and quarterback duo of the Ravens. So, man, hopefully, Lamar, you get to make this conspiracy theory come into fruition, man, because we are rooting for you in Florida. Shout out to one of the top Florida boys, man, representing South Florida. So we are here at our Big Games BS section where we bring the scope of the conversation outside of the typical football world, out of the typical sports world, but we still have some topics that touch on it. We'd like to start off this segment with our BS or Bussin' segment, where we show a food video and ask James if he thinks it's BS or if he thinks it's bussin'. Today, we have a sweet treat for you guys, a upside down cinnamon peach pie. So let's take a look at this and see if James says
I'm already in, but I'm curious to what it's gonna, because peach pie ain't nothing but peach cobbler, and I love cinnamon, so let's go. So real peaches, okay. Okay. Oh, with ice cream. That's unnecessary. More honey. I want bread on top.
Like a sandwich.
Yeah, I like cobbler. Excuse me. How did they? But my question is, I guess you could but they wasted a lot of peach because the pit is there. So like, you got to be able to. They didn't. I'd eat it, right? And I can't say this because again, I think like sometimes we generalize and when we stereotype sometimes. Like Toby had the crib over the crib, cooking me because he owed me birthday dinner. Makes the best pulled pork you can get, though. Seasoned the fuck out of it. Like, it was just, if you put barbecue sauce on it, was disrespectful. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So and some of in fact, when we were trying to do right by like what the white people say with Trey, I say white people, but white people are the one who did it. I was trying to pre-raise shit for Trey, right? So his Aunt Becky, Toby's wife, introduced seasonings into his life. And there's a video somewhere of we're trying to give Trey some other food, and he's like, and then you give him the beans with the pork fat in it, and he's like his eyes open, like he was just like, "Oh my God, this is flavor." Like, and I know Paula Deen, I know what Paula Deen did, dog, and yeah, it was racist as fuck, but her food fire. So like, you know, they ain't have enough. You got to do something to the peaches though. Like the peach is supposed to be syrupy. It's supposed to like put the sugar, and they're supposed to like marinate. You got to warm them up a little bit more before you warm them up in the pie. But it's like somebody like gave me that and said, "Hey, here's a little dessert to snack on." I'm not gonna turn it down, but like I want more cobbler with my peach. I want that, but that looked okay. Like just like that looked like if I was paying like one of them $100 a plate places, like that's where they'll give you something like that because it looks cool. The presentation, the ambience is nice.
We have we have a funny clip. It is surrounding football. However, even though some may not even categorize this as football, once you get past the age of 40, we got a 40
37U football.
Yes. We got a 40 and under football league clip to show you guys. And man, the commentary between this is hilarious because you see he's rocking the Saints jersey with Ravens pants, and they were grilling this man in the comments. But man, let's take a look into how serious they take that 40 and under football league.
Hang on. Can y'all hear it? If they can hear the sound, that's all I need. I can't hear it. Oh yeah, Jaden, your thing is muted. First off, I want to put this in perspective, okay? I paid $300 per kid for Pop Warner. I have to put insurance on file. So if something ever happens to my child, I have to pay for that. Nobody gets paid. And young, like, even if with an injury, like they're young, they recover fast. Like, I slept wrong and my neck is killing me. Like, it's hard for me to go do anything overly athletic when I've been paid to do it. So I admire the passion for 40U football. I don't understand it though. And I just, like, for the life of me, women who love these men, I have no problem with that. You love, this is real love. A woman who goes and cheerleads at these, or like that goes and supports her husband in these kind of games or their man, that's real love, dog. If you got a woman like that, dog, don't ever let her go. Now, if she cheats on you because you got dunked on us by the guy in the same league, then that's just crazy. Like, and the guys are like, I'm trying to get to the league from here. I don't know what to say to you, dog, but like there's leagues that will pay you at least a couple, like Arena League will pay you a couple $100 a week to play football. It's like, I don't know. It's like a certain point, dog, you just gotta let the young generation have it, man. But let's and the ferocity and the trash talk was interesting.
Get some of this smoke. So you get some of this smoke. Talking all week. Now you can talk to me. Talking all week. Now you can see me. Now you can see me. They was on that sideline. Now you can see me. Now you can see me.
How do referees ref this? Like, do they ref this seriously? Like, I would be chuckling in my heart. Like, I know the only people getting paid is and you got to pay referee fees. Like in football, when I realized football was real was when I was signing my waivers for college. And I had to sign a waiver that stated that I know I could die in this sport. But at least I was getting my college paid for at that point. And some other things. Like, you can imagine getting DeMar Hamlin in 40U football. Like, do you put this on IG? Do people put these on social media?
I don't know. As long as they having fun, whatever.
You're right. You're right. They could be doing something else. It's just keeping them out of trouble, I guess. But you should be raising your children, man. Like, this is. I kind of starting to agree with women that say a man over a certain age that don't have kids. No offense, Miles, but like, you're actually have hobbies and other shit that that's keeping you occupied. But like if you were doing this, I'd be like, man, if this is what we got to do, man, go rob somebody. Like, go commit crimes. Like, do something honorable. Oh man, this is. He was mad that they were talking trash about fake football. Let me stop. One day, these 37U people gonna come for me, and I don't want them to.
Speaking of people coming for you, James, somebody you know from Tally, you may have clashed with, you may have cross paths with, ended up making a GoFundMe for his recent arrest. So, if you guys tuned into the show a couple weeks ago, I would say, we covered the story of the Chuck E. Cheese mascot in Tallahassee getting arrested, and we now know his name is Jermell Jones. And we also are now aware that Chuck E. Cheese has created a GoFundMe. So it's called Jermell's Legal Battle. Your support counts. So Jermell Jones organized this, and he said, "Hello, my name is Jermell Jones. I was arrested as Chuck E. Cheese. I'm making this GoFundMe to get help with my legal fees and to survive while being suspended from work until the situation is resolved. Anything will help. I thank you all in advance." And he has some pictures right here. Ooh, shine it with the plaid and the ice right quick, man. Oh my gosh, man. Don't kill him, Jermell. Don't kill him. But as you can see, he hasn't got that much traction because he has a goal of $700 and nobody has donated.
Okay.
I shouldn't be laughing, but
what?
Yeah.
What is $700 going to do for his legal fees? This is like what he's okay. So he's going with the court-appointed attorney. Clearly, but that's his heart. That boy ugly, man. That boy is ugly. He definitely looks like they picked the right character. Sometimes, you ever watch a role like a movie, and like you see, and they got the perfect person for that. Like, I couldn't see anybody else playing that role. He looked like if Chuck E. Cheese, they did the Chuck E. Cheese movie, he could be Chuck E. Cheese in real life. But
James, did you find out if you knew his peoples or not, man? If you knew somebody he knows, some mutuals or what? Since
I know, yeah.
Oh,
That's Adrian cousin.
oh, I'm sorry, I shouldn't be laughing.
Adrian came in and said, like, that's my. I was like, damn. Which Adrian is, in her defense, Adrian is related to half of Tallahassee. I was gonna roll with it, right? And I was gonna help until I looked at the number and then I started just doing the math. $700. I'd rather him come and say, hey man, I'm stressed out. I'm going through a lot. I'm not gonna be. My mama doesn't have me pay no bills. I stay with my mama. I need some weed. This could get me through a few weeks or whatever. And I'll be like, you know what, brother? You all right, man. They did lock you up. It only took the hat off of you, man. They didn't have to take the hat off you. They could have kept the hat on. But $700, bro.
They took his cheese, and he ain't got no more cheese, James. He ain't got no more cheese.
That's just sad. That picture right there. I feel like the inner 5-year-old in me is just like, damn, they got my dog. Free my dog Chucky till he free. Like whatever you had to do to get arrested at Chuck E. Cheese during birthday hours, like you had to have, like you did that shit. Like that's that 50 Cent. Hey, I know your dad for a long time. They said whatever he did, he did that shit. Whatever they said he did.
James, on behalf of the MFTK Foundation, I think you should become the first supporter for this GoFundMe.
You know, that's really where I'm going with the angle I'm going. I'll give it to the end of the week. If nobody has given him any money by the end of the week, by Friday's show, we'll Jada, put that in the notes. We're going to check this on Friday's show. If nobody has donated to this cause by Friday's show, what's the zip going for nowadays in the chat?
You can probably get 120.
All right. Nah, I ain't give him that. Like, I can get a pre-roll from Truly for like $15, $20 or something like that. I'm damn sure not giving him fucking $300. I'm going to go, we're going to go 50. If he doesn't have anything on his books by Friday, I'm going to donate $50 to him. Does that sound, that's fair, right? On behalf of the MFTK Foundation, because it's for the kids. Like we would donate $50.
Adrian buys hers from, or no, that's Londa.
Londa got bread.
Store. That's why.
Londa got bread, man.
She ain't buying from the street no more.
Like Londa's like, a zip of Blue Dream is about 300. She's like, I got the true, but she's like, I got the true leave. If you get the points, and then you can get a free. They give you they'll throw in something for you if you keep going there. Nah, that's wow. Just for the culture, I'm gonna do it for the culture.
Just want to reiterate and say that he was taken into custody on credit card theft and fraud charges.
Oh, he definitely, this is fraudulent. $700 is clearly he ain't learned. He clearly has not learned his lesson. Like he is definitely scamming. The beauty of what's that place called? GoFundMe is at okay, the shoes were got. Ooh, that motherfucker lucky boy. I ain't giving him the shoes for 3 weeks. I'm gonna make him wear shoes too small. The beauty of GoFundMe is that if it doesn't go to like a good cause or they find it to be like fraudulent, they won't give you the money.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't know
Yeah, like they freeze shit all the time. That which it's a lot more. GoFundMe makes absolutely no sense. In a world where now I think Cash App you can pay with credit cards now. You could do Venmo, you could do PayPal, Stripe. In a world where you can get you can give a cause. That's why I don't use GoFundMe for any of my stuff. Like, give us the money so we can get 100% of it, so we can actually donate it. Even with a credit card, it's like I think my fees are like 2.5% with the nonprofit, so I get most of it. But like I don't believe in GoFundMe. And when they freeze the money, they once they figure out like that it's fraudulent, they put the money back. Hell, PayPal will freeze your account too. PayPal thought like when the guy passed last Christmas and his family said in lieu of flowers donate to the MFTK Foundation. They did PayPal like held my money for 120 days. I just got that shit back. So, but it was cool.
So I'm gonna put your name and contact James so you can get in contact with them and everything.
Man, I don't want that, man. I don't want that dude. You having my email? You can give him a bullshit email. Like, you know what? Put Anthony James. Info. What is our email? MFTK Foundation @gmail.com. I know you lying, but it's for the kids. But we need Chucky back on the streets. If nobody gives you nothing, we got you on Friday. Because the way my checking and my savings are set up.
Oh my
goodness. I forgot the Kevin Hart thing. I got to see what's in my savings and it take a couple days. You know, listen, man. If for nothing else, you can buy you a piece of pussy off of Holton Street. Well, you can put a piece of the medical term. Oh, there we go. Okay, that works too. I don't check them MFTK emails, so he can send it to that all he wants. So, oh man. Oh no, you can put that. You can put that, Jada. Master Splitter looking ass. That could be a segment one day if we really like just look for random GoFundMes. But we've done that before, but it was for a good cause. Remember the Miami fan? His daughter had cancer, and like all Miami fans talk about how much money they got, and this man was a super Miami fan, and like nobody sent him anything.
Yeah.
And we had the one dude who used to listen to the show all the time. He just started donating shit. And I was like, well, you know, there probably are some really good things that we can support. This is just hilarious, the fact that he put a $700 GoFundMe, dog.
We will be
talking about for my legal fees. Bullshit.
Oh, he said also, and to survive while being suspended from work. So,
like, how long is the suspension? Oh, he's suspended. They didn't fire him. Oh, that's good.
Oh, wow.
Look, shout out to Showbiz. Fremont dog, they like, we're gonna wait to see what really happened. Maybe he didn't do it. Hell, there's a notable podcaster who got locked up for credit card fraud. The dude, what's Corey's name? He's a Florida guy. Uncle Silk. on Twitter. Like he always talking trash about people, but like he did this, like he did the time. So maybe we should ask him, is $700 enough like to get off on charges like this? Because I don't want my dog. My dog is actually doing stuff for the kids, man. So, but yeah, that's crazy. That's funny though.
I hope he's doing something for the kids and not MFTKing the kids, James. That's all. That's all I hope, man, because it's looking treacherous out here, man. But, man, that's gonna cap off our MFT. That's gonna cap off our Big Games BS show for today. Had a lot of topics to discuss, a variety of topics and laughs. Thank you all for tuning into the show. And James, any last words for the fans?
Make sure you guys go jam the like button. Make sure you share it. Football season starting to see an uptick in views. We appreciate that. For those who are listening to this on the Twitter, please make sure you go subscribe to the channel. Check out our fantasy football pigskin pick'em, college football pick'em, things that we're going to be doing for the season. $50 each week for the pigskin pick'em and the college football pick'em to the winner. Trust and believe I'm in that bitch too, so I'm trying to win so I don't have to pay you. But at the end of the day, I don't win that often. We go against the spread for college. We don't go against the spread for the pros. We will. Oh, shout out to Londa B for buying another ticket. Continue to purchase your tickets for the tailgate of the century. The link will be. It's my pin suite at Big Game James _36. It's also It'll also be in the description today. Make sure you check us out on Wednesday, and as we continue to produce and put out more content for you. Appreciate you guys for chopping it up with me. We will see you guys next time.